Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showing you how to create some Writecream blog posts / articles using their AI article writer. If you go to their main dashboard, it's going to be at the bottom at the time of creating this where it says article writer, which is a new use case. You can generate complete blog articles in 4 steps. The cool thing about this is that my previous video had many more steps when it comes to using their long form editor. This narrowed it down to 4, so we're going to kind of compare and contrast how that works. I'll also put a link in the description in case you'd like to follow along. At the time of creating this, they currently have a special offer, so feel free to check that out. I don't want to talk about the details because when it ends, it might confuse some people. Either way, let's get started. So what I've noticed with this is that the shorter you create it, kind of the better ideas it's going to give you just from personal use and experience so far when I've gotten to use this. So even though it says add a longer topic, I've noticed that when you add a longer topic, it gets a little bit repetitive. So I'm going to go pretty broad with YouTube marketing and just see what we get with ideas from there. And almost instantaneously, we have the ultimate YouTube guide for small business, how to get your YouTube channel to rank on the first page of Google, how to get started with YouTube marketing, not bad, how to promote YouTube videos, how to make YouTube your next marketing strategy. Let's go with how to get started with YouTube marketing. So like for beginners, that looks good. Next step. So that was step number 1. And there we go. It immediately puts it as our title, which is good. Now we just got to click on generate intros. Okay, so it's a platform that provides millions of people with a way to create their own content. Whether you're a company looking to create brand awareness, an individual looking to share their story, or a hobbyist, YouTube is an important tool for marketing your business or yourself. In this guide, you will learn how to get started with YouTube and take advantage of the platform's power. From how to set up your YouTube account to how to get your content seen, this article will give you a comprehensive overview of how to do so, or how to do YouTube marketing. Pretty good. That was a good intro when it comes to what we're talking about. I'll just quickly skim through this. Social media platform, give you some tips on how to start. It's the king of online video. I agree. If you haven't started making videos for your business yet, you're missing out. This one looks good. I'm going to go to the next step. I like that one. Okay, so far we have our title, we have our intro, and now we need to create our outline. So let's click on this button here for step 3. So what is YouTube marketing? How to get started with YouTube marketing, resources for YouTube marketing, and conclusion. Okay, that works. What is YouTube? How to set up your YouTube channel, how to optimize your YouTube videos, and conclusion. That works as well. So what is it? Why create a YouTube channel? How to create it, how to market, how to optimize, how to track. Those are all good as well. What is it? How to get started? Tips for success. This one's the most in-depth in terms of talking more about YouTube. So I'm going to go with that. Let's click on next step. And we have step 4, okay? Generate a complete blog article. So we have our title, we have our intro, we have our outlines. Let's click on write the article and see what we get. And just like that, very quickly, it created that article. Didn't have to wait too long, which is good. I really like the speed of this. I've talked about that before. Okay, so what is YouTube? It's a video platform that allows people to upload video content. Did we talk about that before? I don't remember, but let's go through it either way. It's available in 190 countries, allows you to upload video content. Overall, right on. Of course, a lot of people know what YouTube is. Why create a YouTube channel? Allows people to share their ideas with creativity with the world. It's important to get started with YouTube marketing right away. The best way to get started is create a YouTube channel. This is the first step to YouTube marketing. You can also use YouTube to create a brand identity and gain large following. The second step to YouTube marketing is to figure out what kind of content you will create. There are many different types of content that you can create for your YouTube channel. You can create videos for your favorite hobbies, so on and so forth. And what I like about this is it says the third step, it understands what came before it. So where it was like, this is the first step right here, it talks about it. This is the second step right here, it talks about it. This is the third step, and this is the fourth step. I've noticed a lot of times with AI generators, sometimes it'll be like, this is the first step, and then sometimes there'll be no steps after. Like maybe there was one step, but I like the flow of that. That's pretty good. How to create a channel. For example, let's see, you can start with a topic that you're passionate about. If you're a makeup artist, you can talk about so on and so forth. You can also start a YouTube channel for the hobby, cooking or sewing. Once you have a niche, create a YouTube channel, so on and so forth. How to market. It is the #1 site on the internet, so on and so forth. However, there are a lot of people who are not familiar with how to use it. There are some YouTube tips you can help get started. It's a great way to market your business. This one could definitely be better. There's no real great tips about how to market. It talks about marketing a little. Aside from that, the other ones were good. Okay, so what we can do is actually, I'm going to open up a Google Doc. Okay, so there we go. I pasted that in, and we talked about how this one wasn't the greatest in the world, which can happen, right? How to market your YouTube channel. What we can actually do is copy this, and I'm going to go back to our dashboard, and let's do paragraph generator. And let's paste that in and let's see what we get. Okay, so when it comes to marketing your YouTube channel, you need to make sure you put in the work. You can't expect people to stumble upon it. You need to do the work for them. You should start with creating a catchy name for your channel, then create a short video which explains what your channel is about. Next, share your YouTube channel on social media, create a website with all your content, and make sure you have an email list. So overall, that was much better when it comes to actually ways of marketing it. Also, if you do have a YouTube channel, a really great way to get more people subscribed is that if someone opts into your list immediately on that page, you can say like, hey, if you haven't gotten to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's a great spot for it overall. Anyway, what I want to do is copy that. You'll notice how I'm using like multiple tools here, but that's completely cool. Let's paste that in. That's not going to work. Let's paste that in. Much better. So remember, keep in mind if you are pasting anything like that, make sure you do the paste without formatting so it doesn't turn all green and show up like that. But all in all, that was an example of the very quickly creating an article. Overall, not bad. Like I talked about, I like it because it's much quicker to do. It doesn't give you as much room for flexibility. It's more about like, what do you need here? What do you need here? And what do you need here? Let's put it all together. And of course, if you needed to create new content or change things around, you can obviously go into like the paragraph generator and edit one of these at a time if you didn't like them. Or like say you wanted to add a conclusion, there's going to be a section for that as well, where you can put in your main title and then create the conclusion. So that was overall a very quick demo when it comes to creating blog posts using the very new use case tab, the article editor. This is going to be good in case you want it much quicker. And of course, you can always make changes to it after. That's something I always advise when it comes to any type of AI content creation, is that you're going to have to obviously fact check it. You're going to have to proofread it and maybe change a few things around. You're not always going to be able to get the most perfect article, just with a few clicks. You will have to make some tweaks to it, which is fine. And you should probably expect that when you're going to be using any type of AI copywriting software. Either way, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will also leave a link in the description where you can check out the special deal that they currently have at the time of creating this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value out of this, and I will see you in my next video.